Good morning, fellow travelers on spaceship Earth. It is I, and I am Guy. And it is another morning. It is another day. This morning, I'm doing homework. You're going to do homework with me. That's what we're doing. We're doing homework. Because this homework is due today, and I will forget it if I don't do it right now. And the only reason I'm not doing it is because it's actually kind of simple. So, here we are. Sneezing, apparently. I'm allergic to Wednesdays. Just saying, I'm allergic to Wednesdays. All right, get ourselves cooking. I'm heading over to the uh, the main page now. Here we go. Homework requires me to do all of these things. I don't think I've ever thought about waiting as a root form. Its te form is mate. Is it matsu? I'm allowed to look it up in the workbook, but I don't have the workbook from last whenever. It's just matsu. Is it matsurimasu? Matsurimasu? Matsu. Matteiru. Matta. I'm having a problem because it's not conjugating. I'm having a difficult time conjugating the verb. Mm. It's just matsu. Matsu. Mattenai. Machimasu. That's it. Machi-chi. Man. I knew if I thought long enough, I'd get it. Tatsu. To stand. Tachimasu. If I had thought about that, no, that's she. Tachimasu. Tateimasu. And then he says to go. I don't know what that one is. Hoji. That's not right. Mm-hmm. 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 Wait. Good morning, Beams. How you doing, man? I'm conjugating verbs. Obviously, doing that in my head. I don't know. Well, I think that's the one I'm looking for. I'm going to probably regret this. What? No, that's Taiho. That's a different word. It's like to arrest somebody. Taiho shimasu. Taiho suru is not the word I was looking for this morning. Oh my goodness. Skamu. Tsukamu. Okay. No. It's in the wrong place. It's kamu. Tsukachimasu. No, that's not what he's looking for. It'd have to be something to grasp or to hold that has tsu in it. That's what he's really after. So I've got to figure out what verb this is. Shikari. I know what he's saying. Shikari, as in to hang in there. I get it. Is it shikaru? Doesn't seem like that's the right one. Mate, chotto mate. No, not that. That's it. Hold on to supports yourself as shikari. There we go. The Collins Dictionary has it. Right? It's a phrasal verb. Well, no wonder I'm having a problem with it. I know my teacher is trying to do something. This seems a little advanced for. Right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is the right one. That's right. He'll grade me wrong and it'll be fine. To go using the. Ooh, didn't we use that over here? That's iku. Now he's looking for an u verb that means to go. The hard part about this is sorting through all the words in my head. When you speak a language, it's not black and white. So my biggest problem is I get it. He wants me to do these things and I follow, but I don't know, man. I don't know. To go. We got to figure out a to go verb. It's not iku. It is what? Let's see what other verbs we've got. Well, mochikaeri. Except that that's ri. And you're looking for an u. Right? I need a better verb than that. I need something that ends in u. And, oh, it could be the exit. No, because it's a route, right? Coup. There's a coup verb. I don't know. Like, really? Maybe you should just look it up on the Japanese and see what it says. I don't know. Oh, good heavens. Let's see. To answer that question, I've been learning Japanese since I was 17 years old, off and on. Um, Back then, it was just at 1989, and anime was extremely rare. It was a very difficult thing to find here in America. Um, and so I was watching anime with the underground groups who were still getting tapes copied and brought over from Japan. And I was watching some of the early anime, Bubblegum Crisis, Dirty Pair, um, even and Macross, of course, which is I'm very influenced by Macross, and you can see it in my comics. I'm extremely influenced by Macross. Um, in fact, I consider my master to be Mikimoto Haruhiko, who is the artist of Macross, but of the comics. And so I wanted to learn Japanese from that point on because at the time we couldn't get fan subs or dubs. You just got pretty much what you got off of Japanese TV. So you had to figure it out. Um, but the problem is my brain doesn't do languages well. It's not it's not that it's bad at it. It's just that this is not a so being I always say that people who are neurodivergent, we have what we call black boxes, and that is or what I call black boxes. That is, I have this skill, I have no earthly idea why I have this skill. I don't know why I'm super good at it. I don't know what the story is, but I am. With my kid, it's pretty obvious that math is one of those. Just looks at a math problem and knows the answer. Just knows it. Doesn't need to write it out or anything like that. My sister is not neurodivergent, but she's very diligent. And she knows 7 or 8 languages now. And clearly all of my language skill went to her. As time has gone on, I started out wanting to learn Japanese so I could watch anime. It would make sense. It makes sense watching anime. And I am certainly well beyond the point where I can understand the simple, Tatsukite and little like one-liners. It's the when they start talking about more complex stuff, I have a hard time understanding it. We were watching Monarch on Apple, and Monarch is a TV show about Godzilla, effectively. But the main character is a girl who is Nisei, which means second generation American, Japanese, who lives in San Francisco. So most of the time she's speaking English, but anytime she interfaces with the other Japanese characters, she speaks Japanese with them because she grew up Japanese. And, even though she grew up in San Francisco, and this is kind of real of all of the cultures, sometimes they grow up bilingual. Sometimes they don't. And it was very true of the group that it doesn't matter. I'm rabbit holing. Let me get back. The other night we were watching Monarch and the subtitles stopped working for whatever reason because the subtitles aren't part of the show. They're a programming thing in your Roku. The subtitles stopped working and I just picked up what they were saying and translated it for my buddy who was watching with me and didn't think about it. So somewhere my brain is processing this language. Oh, rabbit holing is favorite. You know what? That's fair, and I appreciate that. Um, but they were talking about, it was the father character and the son character talking, and the main characters are the father character and the father's best friend, the son and daughter, and the daughter lived in San Francisco, and the son lives in Tokyo. They both are bilingual. They both speak both languages. The kids do. Actually, everybody is. But every so often, they will just switch to Japanese. Usually, like it's very organic. I like the way they do it because it is exactly the way I see bilingual people speaking. You'll be speaking in English, and then all of a sudden you'll turn to somebody and then say something in Japanese because you can't get the idea through in English. It's clearer in Japanese, or it's vice versa. You're trying to say something in Japanese and it's clearer to say it in English. Languages are messy, but for me, my problem is this has taken longer than 5 minutes to pick up Japanese. And as a neurodivergent, that's hard. That's a hard thing. And I don't mean 5 minutes in a literal sense. I mean 5 minutes figuratively. Everything that I have done all of my life, drawing, making stories, developing comic book things, even working on PCs and programming and things like that, has been a pretty quick pickup. Taken me a week or so of concentration, and I've got it pretty good. However, I've steered my life in a way that it has placed me in line where those little black boxes will work for me. I don't have a black box for language. It's just not the way it goes. I have to do this the hard way. And I'm not bad at it. I just don't have a black box for it. So it doesn't just soak in like it. I have to go through and study, and I have to maintain it, and I have to keep working on it. And that's hard to do. So when we started, it was because I wanted to watch anime. As time has gone on in my elder part of my life now, it's because it's comfortable. This is a culture that's comfortable to me. Japan is comfortable. It goes all the way back to me being 17. So I've now spent more time with Japan as a subculture in my world than I have with it not. Because I'm 50. So, this has been a long time that I've held this culture with me. And now I've got buddies in Japan. I've got Japanese friends. I've got, this much time dedicated to this. There are a number of people around me who either are also working in the Japanese cultures, or I've got buddies at the consulate. I've got, you know what I mean? Like, it's not here in the middle of the United States. There's not a big culture for Japanese. It's not like, the Japanese are just kind of scattered amongst the state. It's not like San Francisco where you will find a big culture of Japanese. Here, we literally have just like one block downtown that is considered to be sort of our Japanese culture zone. It's called Sakura Square. And you'll find a lot of Japanese in that Sakura Square, but when we say a lot, we're talking about maybe 1,000 tops. So it's a very small culture. So I know a lot of the people who work there, obviously. And now I'm going back to school, and I'm getting into cultural anthropology. But the culture I want to study is neurodivergence, because I feel like we have our own culture. We just don't know it. And I really want to study it and work on it. But the thing that's calling to me is the Japanese version of it, because Japan as a country has sort of the equivalent of stiff upper lip. The British stiff upper lip. Keep a stiff upper lip. And they call it gaman. And gaman usually is something that's very, very admirable. You can respect it. You know, we've got to do this thing. It's not going to be fun. We're not going to like it. Deep breath, gaman. But it has a couple of drawbacks. And one of the drawbacks that it has is if you have mental problems, or if you have a problem mentally in your brain, you're expected to gaman. You're not expected to deal with it. You're not expected to be, nobody is expected to give concession to you. You're just supposed to do what everybody else does. And of course, neurodivergence, anything that's on the autistic spectrum disorder, it doesn't work that way. You can't just force your brain to just be normal. It isn't normal. It's one of those things. We can give you some medications that help and mitigate it. But the truth is, people who are on autistic spectrum disorder have a disability where they cannot read social situations. And they are blind to the social situation. And therefore, they don't understand why people are mad at them when they do things. And so you're expected to just get over it. Just read the social situation, dude. It's kind of like, you're colorblind. Well, just read the color chart, dude. And it's one of those things. And so it's interesting to me. That part is interesting. I don't know if I can do or say something, or maybe write a book or something when I get out of this that will help. But one of the things I really want to study is, what is Japan doing with its neurodivergence? I know what America is doing with the neurodivergence. We're at least starting to understand that there is a disorder out there, and we're starting to grasp it, and we're kind of coming around to it. And it's hard to do concessions on that one. And so I don't know if we'll ever be able to give concessions for neurodivergence, but we should be able to train neurodivergence and at least get them to operate. Kind of like if you've got somebody who's missing their leg, you can build an artificial leg for them. It's not as good, but snow falling from my roof. So I don't know. It's something to think about. So there you go, James. I've wandered all over the rabbit holes. I think I've gone into every rabbit hole. The answer to your question is, the long answer was that. The short answer is, well, I appreciate that then. I started learning Japanese because I wanted to watch anime. Anime is now mainstream, so I can watch anime in English now. That's kind of cool. I continue to learn Japanese because I need to talk to people, and I need to be able to communicate with my other culture, and that's where we are. But Japanese is not a black box for me, so this is going to be a sludge. I've got to learn it the old-fashioned way. That's fair. It's exactly as you expected it to be. I appreciate that. It's funny, I just last night was talking to a friend of mine and was talking about how frustrating it is that I can't give a straight answer. And so I tried giving a straight answer. I always watch anime I actually watch everything in its native language with English subtitles. It doesn't matter what it is. And that's because my mother was a producer and a talent agent. And so I grew up in the industry and with directors and things like that all the time. And I feel like it loses something when you add another director. So I have a movie. I make this movie in English. Then the movie goes to Russia, and some Russian director will take it, and he said this, but that probably means this in Russian, and changes it to Russian, and then the words say something completely different. And it changes the meaning, and you'll have, when the actor reads it, you might get, like, here's a good example, the word "tatsukete," which is what we were just talking about here. That's actually, let's use "shikari," right? So "shikari." "Shikari" means to hang on or hold, to grasp, to clutch. But they use it like we do with "hold on," so, you're in the hospital and you're hooked up to all the machines and they're beeping and beep, 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 and you're like, "Ugh," and your friend comes in and goes, "Shikari shite kudasai." That's "hold on." It means the same thing in both languages, right? It doesn't necessarily mean to grasp or to hold. But in Chinese, you'd use a different word for that because you wouldn't use the word to hold on or to grasp. It would be more of a stay or put, like be here, remain here. So if you were to say to hold on, it would kind of come up with the same kind of impression of like grasp something, like hold on to the bed rails. So it wouldn't mean the same thing. So you'd have to translate it into a different language, translate into a different word. So instead of saying hold on, they'd be saying, stay put. Um, and when your actor reads that, they may or may not read that in the right way, you know, especially if you mistranslate it or whatever. So I always feel like the translations in different languages never works for me. The audio, it feels like the actors don't know what they're doing or the actors didn't quite grasp the feel of the scene. So I prefer to watch even German movies, and I don't speak any German at all, or Russian movies, and I speak zero Russian. We've been watching the TV series that the president of Ukraine was in, because the president of Ukraine is an actor, and he was in a movie about him being the president, or he was in a TV series about him being the president, and it's all in Ukrainian. I don't speak a lick of Ukrainian, and so I've been watching it, but it's the same thing. I watch it with subtitles because I'd rather just listen to their inflections. What does the actor want to say? So I prefer to watch with subtitles, even in Japanese or in Ukrainian. Although I also have been recently thinking I am forcing myself, or I'm giving myself a crutch by watching anime and subtitles. So I'm thinking I might turn the subtitles off specifically for Japanese stuff, because I think I'm relying heavily on the subtitles and I really shouldn't be. I hope that answers that question. All right, we're still working. Go. I am not seeing what the heck he wants that's to go that has an "u" ending. I mean, I can't think of anything in my brain. This must be one of those rare things that was in the textbook. Like it was in the textbook because they wanted to give you something that kind of fit this pattern so you can sort of oh, maybe. Maybe. I'm like looking through here and it's like to go as in like for here or to go, at a restaurant. And that's what's good. I don't know. That's a weird one. But it says to go to follow that follows this pattern. I don't know. I don't know an "u" verb that would follow that pattern. Mochi kaeri? No. It's not really mochi kaeri, is it? Hmm. Okay. Now we're into videos that I don't know. I don't want the dictionary. I need the dictionary, but I need it in mode. Let's see. Can't see. Yeah. I don't know what you want on this one. So I'm going to just put a question mark. Okay. Hana su. Hanashimasu. Hanashite. Kesu. Keshimasu. Keshite. So these are kaeru. Kaeru. Let's divide. Kaeru. Kaiste. Kaiste. Give it back. Kaiste. I'll double check it. That's not the same verb I'm getting. That's the verb I'm getting. The question is, because it should be a suit. Okay, dude. No, it's going to be returned with a suit. With a suit. Yeah. Kaesu. I guess it is. Kaesu. Kaeru is to come back. Kaesu. That's what I want. All right, there we go. Done. No moo. Yes. Yes. Yasumi masu. Yasu. De. Yasunde. Uh-oh. Just lost it. Shinu. しみます。死んで呼ぶ。呼びます。呼んでCome on. Okay, I'm going to feel stupid about this. Drawing a blank on that word just because I'm... Hey, how you doing out there? Sweaty TTV. How are we doing? Right, Yomu. Which is different than Yobu to call, which is I think what the whole point was. Yomu. Yomimasu. Yonde. Yep, we have homework due, so I'm doing the homework, so you can join me and do homework. So, Bames, to go on to extend onto this, I then went to Japan and spent many years there. Well, not many, but three years there, because it wasn't many, it was just 3 years there teaching teaching English in junior high. And while there, I picked up Japanese, but it's not prim and proper. It's not even really, it's functional. Like, go into a store and I could say, buy medicine, but I couldn't say, I would like to buy some medicine. You know what I mean? I could say buy medicine and people would understand what I was trying to say. And so, and maybe it wasn't quite that dramatic, but you get the idea. My conjugation was a little weird, and sometimes I wouldn't quite get everything figured out. It was far more than enough to order food at restaurants to operate day to day. But when I joined college, I'm restarting college, and I wanted to, of course, this is a great opportunity. I'm in a college, I might as well learn correct Japanese. And so I was like, well, I'll write to the head of the department and I'll see what she says. So I wrote to the head of the department and I wrote to her in Japanese and she redlined it. So she sent it back with a whole bunch of corrections to my grammar. And I wasn't offended. I was humored. I thought that was hysterical and somewhat adorable, actually. I was like, okay, that's fair. I can accept that. And her thinking was, well, maybe what you should do is back up a step from where you think you're supposed to be and try going back in at an earlier step and then picking up some of the grammar. Because she said, you've got great, it's clear you've got good vocabulary, but you need help with your basic grammar. And I was like, nah, that's fair. And it's showing here. I've used a translation for this twice, right? Because I wasn't sure, but most of the time when I'm using any kind of translation service, it's because I can tell he wants the current teacher here, the professor of this class. Yes, the professor. That's who we're talking about. That's not you, you're a cat. I know you want to be a professor, but you can't be because you're a cat. Um, you could be a professor, but it'd be mostly sleeping. You'd teach sleeping or eating cat food, or in your case, drinking water. So anyway, I know I can see that the professor wants a verb that ends in this. Yeah, doctor, napping doctor. That's what you are. I can tell that he wants a verb that ends in a certain way, and the only verb I can think of ends in a different way. So I have to go hunting down what he's looking for. Like, for example, when he's talking about to go here, I don't know what he's looking for. To go is iku, and that's not a tsu. There's no tsu or tsu ending in it. It's ku. And so I'm like, well, I don't know what you're looking for then. What are you doing? Besides being a weirdo. You just discovered you can get scritches if you do that, though. That's what you'd also get a doctorate in, is scritches. You get a scritch doctorate. Scritches. So, like, that's the only real reason that I've been out there. Like, spend time to play. Now we're getting into, I'm not exactly sure what he's looking for, because he says to spend time. Well, I guess it is a boot, isn't it? Because it's asobu. Yeah, I guess that's true. Asobu. So bimasu. So de. This is kaku. No. Kaku. Kakimasu. Kaite. Kaite. Keep adding the stop. Kiku. Kikimasu. Kite. This is kaite. Kaite. Nope, that's not right either. Is this a day? Is it really? Has it been day all of my life and I didn't know it? That'd be weird. Keep. It's not King Day. Doesn't even make sense. Kite kudasai. Kite kudasai. Kite. It's kite kudasai. Kite. It's always been kite kudasai. To swim, oyogu. Oyogu. Gu. Oyogu. Oyogu. That's it. Oyogimasu. Oyogimasu. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Well, there you go. Onde? Nope. Let's sing. Yo. Oh, no, I'm confused. Now, but it's the second to the last one. I mean, I know the verb. Oyogimasu. Did I say that? Oyogimasu. Is it onde? Oyo, oyoide, oyoide, oyoide. Really? Oyoide. There it is, right there. Hayaku. Hayaku. One could help if you spelled it correctly. There we go. Yeah. Hayagimasu. Gimasu? Good. Hayaku. That doesn't seem right. Man, I'm allergic to mornings. Okay, can't conjugate the word. So good. Okay. Hayaku is the adjectives. Adjective. Isogu. That's why I'm having a problem with it. Man, there must be dust in here or something. Oh boy. All right. Hang on real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. All right. Isogimasu. Isogu. Isogute. Isogasu. 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 Isogimasu. But you're not gonna tell me the last one. Which I guess should make sense. I should know better. I got to go through here. There we go. That way we can get it auto-saved. So is it really? Okay. It is dead. Oh boy. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? But it's a soy day. I guess that makes sense. Hearing it in my head, that makes sense. All right. All righty. We finished this one. I think there's one more. We have to figure it out. Where is it? I have to go out onto the Roadrunner and figure this out. I'm going to close that, actually. No, I need this one. This one. Close it. Because it's done. So what I need is to go to Canvas and get the other one. Because there's one other one. There's two of them, I think. So assignments. There's a grammar review. January 29th. That's not today. Why is this coming up here? I don't understand things. Help me! Katsuki! Save me! All right. All right. What are we doing here? So, all right. So, you've got a doctorate in napping assigned to you by BAMES. BAMES has decided you have a doctorate in napping. Napping doctorate. He's like, I see a bunch of birds. What do I know about a bunch of birds? You have a lot of fur. That's what you have. Hey, everybody, George has come to visit. Isn't that nice of George? George is here to visit. Here is George. George is actually fascinated by the birds that are outside the window, which is what George is really into. But George is going to get scritches here anyway, because really George needs to be not up here for his bird watching, because this is where my drawing tablet is. And therefore, George needs to know that he can't be up here without getting, scritched. He can get scritches, though. And he likes scritches, so it's definitely a plus on George's part. Right? All right. If you want to watch birds, though, you got to be down here. You can go watch birds. There's a whole bunch of birds. So he's like, hey, birds, you do you. All right. Assignment notifications. All these things changed. I don't even know what to do with these. I don't know where to find the assignments. Homework? No. Home? I got these from somewhere. There we are. Form review. Upload file. Choose file. That's what we were looking for. There we go. Now we're heading the right way. Oof. I don't know, guys. There are times where I'm like, am I getting too old for all of this? All right. Still kind of plugging along here and figuring stuff out. I'm just typing back to the professor and turning this file in. All right. Yay, pizza fell from the sky. I don't know what that means, but okay. I get 3 points for that. Okay, that's done. Now, yet another one, which was particle review worksheet. We don't have that one. Oh, I've got until the 31st on that one. So he moved that time, so I don't need to worry about that one. That's the 19th, so that's Friday. Well, he says this one's due on the 17th. Why does it say the 19th on it? No, it's due Wednesday. Okay. This takes so many steps. It's like, why does it take so many steps to do things? All right. Let's take a look at this and see what we can do. All right. Please give the particles that can be used for the bolded prompt. Also list how the particle could be translated and when it is used. Finally, give a Japanese example sentence using the particle. Please try using lots of different verb and adjective endings, positive, negative, not past, past. All right. からノートを書かれてもういいですか? May I borrow your notes? 来週はテストがありますから because there's a test tomorrow. Not sure what we're trying to say. Not sure what we're trying to. Please give the particles to be used for the bolded prompt. Where's the bolded prompt? Maybe I'm missing the instructions. Why did I close the frickin' campus? Jeez Louise. What is my problem? This seems like one where I'm having a problem with it. Hmm. There we go. Because I'm not sure what this wants. I mean, I see topic A, B. A can be translated as also. B, I don't know what that means. A, B. Time, A, B. I mean, time is jikam. Possession is moteimasu. Topic is, I don't know. I mean, I know what that topic is wa or ga. And mo which is what two is after. Oh, I think I might get it now. So possession is no, nani no, nani nani nani. De, time is de. Direct object is o. Baru o hikushimashita. Right? Uses of to with people between nouns. Okay, okay. I think I may understand what's going on. I'll see you later, Bames. I'm actually going to probably bow out here in a minute anyway, because this is not actually the most exciting thing I have ever done. But if you come on in, I won't be broadcasting tomorrow because tomorrow's a school day, but I will be broadcasting on Friday morning. If you come in Friday morning, I promise I will be working on my comic. So we can get back to working on comics. So, but thanks, man. Thanks for joining me. Hope you had a good day. I don't know if Sweaty's still out there, but I hope you're having a good day too. I'm going to go on ahead and bow out because this isn't that exciting, and I need to kind of figure out what I'm doing with this. But I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you, some of you tonight, because I will be again broadcasting this evening. But for the rest of you, I hope you keep your eyes on the stars. Bye bye.